Right, hello everyone. I am Glenetta.
Hi, everybody. I'm Liza Anaskeva. Nice to have you guys here today.
We are your trademark and business BFFs, and today we are having our Saturday Spotlight. We are so excited for you to be here today, and we are featuring one of our members, Siobhan Thomas, who will tell us all about her and her business and provide a word of advice to all the entrepreneurs out there today. So we'll just jump right in. Thank you for joining us, Siobhan.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, how are you
We're
today?
so glad to have you here today. Thanks for being here, Siobhan.
Oh, no worries. Anything that I can do to help the entrepreneurs of the world, it's very important to make sure that they have the right information. So anything I can do to help. I am well. Thank God it's Friday. So, oh, no, don't want to say that. But thank God, the weekend is upon us. So excited about that as well.
Awesome, awesome. So, Shafam, where are you from? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, originally I am from the smallest state in the United States, Rhode Island. It's only 50 miles wide. I was born in Providence. My father was in the Navy, so we migrated to St. Louis, and I've been here ever since. So native St. Louis and kind of sort of by way of Rhode Island. So yeah, I'm a water baby, so I can appreciate going back east to visit my family there.
Wonderful. Do you get back east a lot?
I try to go at least every other year because I still have quite a bit of family that's there in Newport, Rhode Island, not Providence, but I visit Newport quite often. So I still have a little bit of family there. So I try to go as often as I can.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And tell us a little bit about what you do. I know that you have a very interesting profession in which you can pretty much help anyone. So tell us a little bit about your profession and what you do.
Okay, so I am an insurance broker. And yes, I can help just about anyone. I am licensed in life, health, property, and casualty. So that encompasses a broad range of areas where I have the ability to help everyone. I specialize in Medicare insurance for anybody that's over 65 or on disability and under 65. I do life insurance. I am licensed to do annuities, and I have started to specialize in the home, auto, and commercial aspects on the property and casualty side. So hence the small business entrepreneurs, something that I've always wanted, a group that I've always wanted to work with, because I know the struggles of being an entrepreneur from being self-employed. So just excited again to be here and to be able to help anyone in any way I can.
Wonderful, thank you.
I think that's great because you can completely relate with all the entrepreneurs that we know in this group and, in our lives. We're all entrepreneurs. So having somebody on your side who is doing their job and they're doing it as an entrepreneur and they totally know where you're coming from, I think that's so important. So that's great that you have that connection with your client base.
Yes, it is important. Just from experiences, you can offer experiences on certain scenarios, things of that nature. And it's always important, especially when you're first starting out, to make sure that things are set up properly, and that you protect yourself as best you can, because it just seems like, especially now in today's climate, people are suing people left and right. So you want to make sure that you're protecting what you're working hard for in terms of assets, your business, your family, whatever it may be. So it's unfortunate, but it's necessary.
What are some of the top 3 ways that entrepreneurs can go about protecting themselves?
So There's a number of different ways. You want to definitely make sure that you protect the business aspect of it, because even though you do like an LLC, which most people tend to do because they think they're limited liability wise, but that's not gonna cover you 100%. So making sure that your insurances match that, so that in the event something does go wrong or go left, you're protected that way. And when you protect your business, you're also protecting your family, because they can come after you personally if you don't have the necessary things set in place to be able to ward off anything. So then you're, doing that dual protection. Um, get as much advice as you can get from people, reach out, network. That is something that is very important for entrepreneurs, especially women entrepreneurs, because it's very hard out here for us. And you have to have a really good network of people and be able to achieve your dreams. It's hard to do it by yourself. The third thing I would say would just be to stay diligent with it. Any good entrepreneur or any good business idea takes a while sometimes to come to fruition. And if it's your passion, you love to do it, just stay the course and don't give up. And your hard work eventually will pay off.
I agree with that.
I
That's a
love
great
that.
statement.
Yeah, I love that. You said stay the course and don't give up. I love that. I love that. So
Yeah.
how do you stay the course? What do you do to keep yourself motivated?
So because of the insurance industry, I have to do a lot of continual education and learning. So I just try to look within the insurance market. There's so many different ways that I can help people. I just try to look to see new ways that I can help, hence the property casualty and the commercial aspect now. I just want to be able to be all encompassing. When you're an insurance agent or broker, you have to develop personal relationships with the people that you work with, because they have to trust you, because you're protecting legacies, business, families. So when you have that type of relationship, you want to be able to help, or you want to have the one person that you can go to that can help you in a lot of different areas, or that's built relationships with other people in the industry that they trust to be able to protect you and handle you with as much care and good customer service as I would. So it's just it's just a wonderful way to protect assets and get the best sound advice from people you trust to handle your business with.
Thank you. Thank you. So who are you looking to work with? I mean, you have so much education, so much information about the insurance field. Who specifically are you looking to work with? Do you have someone you want to network with? Because you did mention that networking is very important and connecting is very important.
Yes. So currently, the commercial auto and home is what I'm really focused on. So I would love to connect with people that are involved in any aspect of that particular insurance industry, whether it be a real estate agent, a mortgage lender, finance lender for autos, commercial and property. Anybody that has any kind of access to that industry is who I'm looking to work with, and particularly small business entrepreneurs, because as we both mentioned earlier, it's difficult to get started and to stay the course, and sometimes you just need a strong foundation. And I've always wanted to give back in whatever capacity I can to help someone maybe avoid any of the pitfalls that I may have fell in, or that I might still be falling in, just so that the transition is easier and you stay motivated to do what it is you set out to do in the beginning.
And insurance is so important. Glenette and I say this all the time to our clients. You know, you need a good lawyer, you need a good accountant, and you need really good insurance. There's that liability issue, and like you said, people might get an LLC and they think they're fine, but they need to really focus on the type of insurance that they have, and to make sure that they have somebody like you who totally understands their business and, you know, talks them through it, talks them through it to make sure that you're both on the same page and you know exactly the kind of coverage that they need. That's really a great asset for business owners.
And one thing that I usually like to tell people that I work with, most people think that insurance is like a blanket product. It is not a blanket product. What's important to you can completely be different than what's important to me. So you have to you have to approach the insurance industry as an individualistic approach, because you're starting, let's say you have two hair salon companies that just started up. Salon A, her business plan and business aspirations may be completely different from Salon B, which means that she might need more coverage, or she may not need to encompass a more comprehensive insurance plan than person B. So you really have to take an individualistic approach to it and not just get a blanket policy with any type of insurance product, because it's not designed to be that way. It never was. And any really good insurance agent would listen to what the client's needs are to make sure that those needs are addressed. And because when you look at the bottom line, insurance is meant to protect something in the event that something bad happens. And you just want to make sure that you're protected as much as you possibly can be.
Right. It makes a huge difference. That reminds me, I had a client this week that has a very unique business, and it overlaps with another business on the actual land, and it overlaps on the homestead. And my first thought was insurance. So before you talk to me about your trademarks, I think we need to talk about your insurance. And she had a good insurance agent like you. And the person was totally confused, didn't know what she was doing, and actually went out and looked at it physically to make sure that she had the right coverage. So that's kind of like what you're saying. You offer that service where you make sure the person has the right coverage and that you understand. Because there's a big discrepancy, you know, like if somebody thinks they can just call someone up and say, oh, I need insurance, and they say, sure, I'll give it to you, then that's a really bad sign. They need to know exactly what your business is, what your needs are, where your liabilities fall. So that's exactly what you're saying that you do with your clients, and that's exactly what clients need.
Yes, it's very important. Very important.
I love that. Rockstar insurance agent. So if someone wants to talk to you about their business and, you know, talk to you about the type of insurance they may need, or even the type of insurance they may need for their new purchase on a boat, how do they get a hold of you? How do they contact you?
So I am with American Family Insurance. My business line is 314-921-2100. My extension is 57845. I know that's a lot. If you need to reach me on my work cell phone, that number is 314-780-2144. And then you can also reach me via email, cthomas3@amfam.com.
All right, so I'm going to repeat that for anyone that did not get that. Her telephone number, and correct me if I wrote this down wrong, 314-921-2100, extension 5784, email cthomas3@amfam.com.
Yes. And then I think my phone number is 314-921-8200, extension 57845. It's a lot.
Okay. 921-8200, extension 57845.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Got it. We'll
All
make sure
right, so
pass that on to everyone.
I'm sorry?
yeah.
Oh, we'll make sure to pass that information on to anyone who wants to get hold of you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. So again, thank you for coming on, Chiffon, with American Family. Again, she is a rock star insurance agent. So if you have a business, you need insurance. There's no question about it. We talk about it all the time. If you have a business, you need insurance. And if you don't have an insurance agent, you guys now know who to call. We are on here for Saturday Spotlights to showcase not only Chiffon, but also to provide you with an opportunity to connect with individuals, network, find out what each other does so we can contact Chiffon if we need help with our business. We can bounce ideas off her if we need one another as business owners. We just need to be there. So thank you so much for coming on and telling us about your business and sharing all about you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the platform. Love what you guys are doing. So thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of it.
It was an absolute pleasure, and thank you for sharing all of that information with us. It's so important to have insurance, and you're a great insurance agent, and I hope people reach out to you that are watching this because, like Glenna just said, every business needs insurance, and having somebody who walks you through it and explains things to you is so important so that you know exactly what you're doing in your business. So thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Thank you again for having me.
All right. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Keep in mind that if you wanted to network with Chiffon, she is a member and she is often in our brown bag lunches sharing all of her knowledge. So please feel free to join. That is on Wednesdays, every Wednesday at 12 o'clock Central Time. So please join us. And thank you for joining us today for our Saturday Spotlight.